Once upon a time, in the mythical island of Erytheia in the far west of the Mediterranean, lived a fearsome giant called Geryon. He was notorious for his cattle and was the son of Chrysaor Coleroi, and the grandson of Medusa, making him closely related to Pegasus. Geryon's appearance differed according to various Greek writers. Some described him as having 3 bodies and 3 heads, while others saw him as having 3 heads and 1 body, or 3 bodies and 1 head. Nevertheless, he was mostly humanoid with some distinguishing features. Geryon's life revolved around his cattle, believed to be the finest in Greece. Hercules himself was tasked with stealing these precious cows from Geryon and delivering them to the kingdom of Eurystheus. This task was not easy though, as Geryon was known to be a fearsome opponent. Even though Hercules emerged victorious, these events merely reinforced Geryon's reputation as a terrifying giant feared throughout the vast Hesperides region. For his 10th labor, Heracles was sent on a mission to Erytheia to obtain the cattle of Geryon. His journey took him across the Libyan desert, where he became so frustrated that he shot an arrow at Helios, the sun god. Helios was so impressed by Heracles' boldness that he gifted him with his golden cup, which he used to sail across the sea each night. Using the magical cup, Heracles reached the Red Island at sunset, where he came face to face with Orthrus, a 2-headed dog. With one powerful strike, he dispatched the watchdog and its herdsman, Eurytion. However, Geryon soon appeared, equipped with 3 shields, helmets, and spears. Heracles killed him with an arrow dipped in the venomous blood of Hydra, which caused Geryon's head to droop over like a falling poppy. Heracles then drove the cattle back to Eurystheus but encountered a problem on the way. Cacus stole some of the cattle, making them walk backward to escape unnoticed. Heracles discovered Cacus and killed him, founding the cattle market later. Enraged by Heracles' success, Hera sent a gadfly to scatter the cattle. However, Heracles retrieved them within a year. Hera's next attempt to thwart Heracles was by sending a flood, but he piled stones into the river to create a path across. After completing his task and presenting the cattle to Eurystheus, they were sacrificed to Hera. The triple-souled figure of Erylis in the Aeneid may have been based on Geryon. The Herculean sarcophagus of Genzano features a 3-headed representation of Geryon. Thus, Heracles was able to conquer yet another labor, proving his might and strength to all who dared stand in his way. In the 6th century BC, a poem titled Geryoneus by Stesichorus put the Greek mythological figure Geryon on the map. One of the sections in Bibliothèque referenced Tartessus for the first time. According to fragmentary papyri found at Oxyrhynchus, Stesichorus introduced a character named Menoides in the poem. Menoides reported the theft of cattle to Geryon. After hearing about the theft, Geryon met with his mother Coleroi, who begged him not to confront Heracles, the hero responsible for the theft. They even doubted Geryon's immortality. In a meeting of the gods, Athena warned Poseidon that she would protect Heracles from Poseidon's grandson, Geryon. Interestingly, during the mid-6th century, vase paintings showed an increase in representation of the Geryon episode, possibly due to Stesichorus' Geryoneus. Scholars have only fragmentary evidence of the poem, but they have placed what they believe to be the fragments in their proper positions. The poem was composed in 26-line triads, consisting of strophe, antistrophe, and epode, repeated in columns along the original scroll. Geryon was a fascinating figure in Greek mythology, with a strange appearance that varied according to different accounts. Some said he had 1 body and 3 heads, while others suggested he had 3 bodies with 6 hands and 6 feet, all of which were winged. What everyone agreed on was that he was a fearsome warrior in appearance. But it wasn't just Geryon's appearance that made him unique. He also had some incredibly valuable possessions, including a 2-headed hound named Orthrus, who was the brother of the infamous Cerberus. He also had a large, magnificent herd of red cattle, which were guarded by Orthrus and a herder named Eurytion, son of Erytheia. Adding to the mystery around Geryon was the fact that some accounts suggested that he had 6 legs, while others said that his 3 bodies were joined to one pair of legs. This strange, otherworldly nature made him stand out in Greek mythology. Despite the contradictions and confusion surrounding Geryon, he remains a compelling figure in Greek mythology, one with bizarre features and possessions that continue to capture the imagination of people today.
Do you want to explore more Greek mythology stories? Who do you want to see featured next? Subscribe and leave a comment below to let me know. I'll see you in the next video.